Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to Unique Visuals, and today we are editing some B-roll. This is a part 2 to the series of filming epic B-roll, and I'll link that video right up here. If you guys haven't seen that, you should go definitely check that out. And after I filmed it, and then I watched some of Daniel Schiffer's videos, I realized that my B-roll wasn't that great. But we're going to bring it into the editing process, and we're going to try to make it look a little bit better. So here's what I came up with. Alright, and here is the actual timeline right here. So I hope that was enjoyable to watch. So yeah, let's just get started. Here's what we have right now in just the timeline. It's just basically the music playing, and I just select the in and out points, and I'll just give you guys a quick example of this. Yeah, and it's gonna take a while to get through this whole thing because we have done zero editing to this. So let's make some cuts maybe and add some speed ramping to make this more snappy and not make the first shot 5, 6, or 7 seconds long. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is we're gonna zoom in here, and we will create our speed ramp. And I want it to slow down about here, so we'll hit the P for pen tool. I will make a separate video on speed ramping, so just be looking out for that. I'm not going to go into too much detail right here with speed ramping, but just be looking for that video in the future. Alright, so we'll drag this up here to regular speed. There we go, we can select the P tool again, or pen tool, and just drag that to regular speed. There we go. I like the first one, how it cuts kind of on beat at that first drop kind of thing. Alright, so basically we're just going to do the same thing right here with multiple of these clips, and we're just going to speed ramp them and make sure that these transitions fit nicely together. Okay, and now that we can see that we have sped all of these up, put speed ramps in them, we have a lot of room right here. That used to all be these clips spread out right here, but that's no longer there. So now this first intro part is a lot shorter. There we go. We want that right on that beat. Okay, and for this I'm just gonna add cuts. I'm gonna add cuts all through this one, and this one to kind of match the beat. So that's all I'm going to be doing for these 3 right here, and it's a really long and boring process, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and I'll be right back with you guys when I finish that. Alright, so we are back, and we have finished the little tiny cuts. I'll show you what it looks like. And the way that I kind of got out of cutting it, because if you didn't get out of that, you would just be cutting it and splitting it every time that like that certain beat hits, and that would get really annoying, and it would just not be fun to watch because of the repetitiveness. So how I ended that is I found the last beat that I wanted to go off of, and I started a speed ramp there, so it kicked up speed right as that beat hit, just to kind of give it the effect that it's still changing at the beat, and just giving you that feeling that that's when the beat hits, I guess. But I figured out that works pretty well when you just do that, start the speed ramp right at a beat, and then after this I don't really have to do any more like choppy stuff, so because I don't really have any more like super long clips of showing one thing. For this short little clip right here, I'm actually using the beat of the song to switch to that clip, and the beat of the song to end the clip to start the next one, because it's not necessarily a long shot, and it's not really something that I want to split up like I did for the Chiefs banner and the Cardinals banner. Same thing, I'll do the same thing with this keyboard here. Alright, so now we are on this longer shot right here, so I'm gonna mute this because that's getting annoying, scrubbing through that. Okay, alright, so now we're on this one, and we're going to use speed ramp to make this shot a little bit shorter, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so I'm going to start this shot off slow, and then probably about right here I can switch this over to speed, and we'll go about here, so like right here's fast, and then right about there we slow down again. There we go, and we do not need this clip to hang around too long. So right there, and then we'll cut that at the end right there. So, okay, that looks good. And now, see, look how much we've cut out to make this so much shorter. Okay, so we're gonna drag this clip right here, which is me typing. Okay, so the cool thing about this shot, the reason why I chose this one is because the focus actually switches by itself, which I thought was kind of cool. So as you can see, the focus starts like near the middle of the keyboard, and then you can see it switch to like the caps lock and shift key, and then it switches back. So I just thought that clip was cool, and we are actually going to speed all this up until right before the focus change. Okay, so here's what it looks like. You can see the focus change, and this is hanging around too long here, so we're gonna make that, and we're gonna change right there. Okay, there we go, looks good. Basically just we're really doing the exact same thing for these, finding the points where I want the clip to be sped up, and then finding the points where I want it to be slow, and making it that, just kind of shortening out the entire sequence. So I'll get back to you guys when I finish all these clips. Okay, so as we can see right here, I ended in all the way in black on this first clip right here, but on the second clip, we didn't start all the way in black. So what we're gonna do to fix this is we can go to video transitions, we'll go to dissolve, and I think cross dissolve would work. Yeah, that works pretty good. And we can make this a little bit shorter, just like that. Okay, so we are pretty much done for the rough cut of this B-roll. I just trimmed this the song up to when just a little bit after I ended the footage. So what we can do really quickly is go to the audio transitions, crossfade, and then we can drag the exponential fade on there. There we go, and I normally like to make this just a bit longer. There we go, so it has a nice fade out. Okay, so let's watch through it now and see how much better it is from when we started. Okay, so that is a lot better from what we started out. I think we had, it was like 3 minutes and 30 seconds of just footage. So we trimmed it down to 1 minute and 13 seconds. It's still a fairly long B-roll sequence. I might end up taking some clips out and just keeping the best clips that I have and just put those together to make like a 30-second B-roll sequence, because normally B-roll sequences aren't really that long. But I think for this case, we're fine, so yeah. Alright, the next thing we are going to do is we have an adjustment layer right here, but just click right here, add a new adjustment layer if you need to create one. Drag this on top of all of our footage, and then I have a preset of just this right here. And I just go over to effects controls and I just tweak this a little bit till I like it. Alright, so this looks pretty good. The next thing that we will do is I have downloaded some like cinematic bars, I guess. I'm not really sure what you would, crop bars maybe, is that what you would call them? But I've downloaded a couple of these that I like to use in some of my footage. So when we drag that over, we get these nice black bars, and it just makes it look a little bit more cinematic and just gives it that nice little touch. So now I'm actually going to render this, because as we can see, all of the footage is red right here, and that's not what we want. So I'm gonna hit enter, and it should render out most of the heavy effects. Alright, so that hitting enter actually it just renders the effects in the work area. So now what I'm going to do is actually render the entire work area, so we don't have any red. Changed up the audio setup for the sit downs. I decided to use the microphone pole that I got and just boom it over my desk to use the better microphone that I have, because the other one, it's not that great. I don't know. It's just not as good as this one, so I decided to use this one. Hope it sounds better than it normally does. So I like it a lot because it's out of my way here, and I can still see. For the most part, I can still see the keys, and I have a little bit more. I can move this around if I need to. Also, by the way, the music that I got it from Vlog No Copyright. It's on YouTube. They make really upbeat, really high quality songs. So if you want to check out the song that I use, you can actually go check the link in the description. I'll have it down there. So if you want to check out this song, it's really cool. I'm really loving it. So go check that out down in the description below. Alright, it's all rendered out, and it looks pretty nice with that color grade that we added, or I guess it's not really. Yeah, I guess it is a color grade. And then we added the black crop bars onto the top and the bottom. I don't know. I just like that a lot. It gives it a really cool effect and just makes it look a lot better. Alright guys, that is it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you do have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below if it's open. If it's not open, you can go check out the discussion page on our YouTube channel, and you'll see a bunch of comments there that I've posted. And if you have a question there, please put it there, and I will definitely get back to you. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.